Now, let's continue our review of English grammar by working with the written expression questions in the TOEFL exercise booklet. These are questions that you were given earlier and that you have already had an opportunity to answer. You will recall that written expression is the second part of Section 2 in a TOEFL test. Like the structure questions, the written expression questions test your knowledge of English grammar, but in a different way. As you noticed in your exercise booklet, each written expression question is a sentence with 4 words or phrases underlined. Only one of the underlined words or phrases in each sentence contains a grammatical mistake or is not appropriate. In the written expression part of the test, it is necessary to analyze or understand the meaning of the whole sentence first and then to recognize the mistake. Now, let's look closely at this example of a written expression question. The mistake in this sentence is in choice D. It should read, "The mandolin, a musical instrument that has strings, was probably copied from the lute, a much older instrument." The ability to find mistakes in written sentences is an essential skill. When you must write a paper or report under time pressure to meet a deadline, you need to be able to write quickly. You will not have much time to check your writing. If you master the skill of recognizing errors, your writing can be corrected quickly. Keep in mind that there are several kinds of mistakes that can make a sentence incorrect. In our last session, it was pointed out that it was not possible to review all of the grammatical points that are tested in the structure part of TOEFL. The same is true for written expression. But before we discuss the test questions you answered earlier, let's look at some examples of the kinds of errors you might be asked to recognize. Now, let's begin with some common types of errors, such as the lack of grammatical agreement between the subject and verb. For example, "The boys is going to school." You know that in English, there must always be agreement in number between the subject and the verb. As you can see here, the subject, boys, in the sentence is plural, and the verb is singular. You must use the plural verb are in the sentence to be in agreement with the plural subject. That is, the boys are going to school. Another type of error is the incorrect use or omission of words that we call function words. Some function words in English are words that point out or signal nouns. For example, "I'm going to United States." This sentence needs the article the before United States to be correct. I'm going to the United States. The word the is a function word that signals the noun United States. Another kind of function word is a conjunction. Conjunctions are words like and, but, when, and because. These words connect clauses or sentences. In addition, words such as very, to, and quite are also function words. They are used to intensify adjectives and adverbs. That is, they help to make adjectives and adverbs stronger or weaker in meaning. Wrong function words make the grammar of a sentence incorrect and frequently affect its entire meaning. Another type of error involves correct word form. For example, "He drives careful every day." In this sentence, the correct word form is the adverb carefully, not the adjective careful. He drives carefully every day. A number of other grammatical points are tested in the written expression part of TOEFL, and some of them will be discussed as we work through the questions in your exercise booklet. Before looking at those questions, let's review what you should be doing when you answer written expression questions. You should read the entire sentence first. You should then use your knowledge of English grammar to identify the incorrect underlined words or phrase in the sentence. Also, remember that you do not need to correct the mistake. So when you take a TOEFL test, do not waste time trying to think about how to correct the error.